Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. It is game 2 of the World Series. We came up just short yesterday, losing 3-2. And you can find that score sheet on the recap from yesterday. Just short recap. Carlos Lee hit a 2-run homer. We clawed and got both those runs back. But then I wasn't real sure what happened. Tom didn't field a ball cleanly behind the plate. Kaz Matsui made his way to second, and then Carlos Lee knocked him in, and that was it. Squirrels loaded the bases. Terry almost hit a home run, came within a few inches of a home run, but couldn't plate another. So starting this series in the hole, Jonathan's gonna be on the mound today to try to right the ship. And here comes, anytime now, my Hunter Pence. First pitch, a fastball grooved in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Will pop foul, but Tom can't catch up to it. Still 0-2. Jonathan gets another slider fouled away. Throws a palm ball and gets a swing and a miss. Kind of got the feeling, feeling that Jonathan was really trying not to show that pitch that early, but had to get that first out. That will bring Gomez to the plate, and he will have a 1-1 count. Fastball in there for strike 2. I don't think Gomez has swung yet. He does here and comes up empty on another palm ball. So here's Joe Mauer. He had a good day yesterday. I think he went like 3 for 4, something like that. And he was on base when Carlos Lee hit the 2-run homer. And he's picking up right where he left off. That's a base hit into right field. And here is Carlos Lee. He was the hero yesterday. Knocked in all 3 Astro runs. Watches that curveball not quite make it back. Slider up in the zone, but it is in the zone. That one is not. It's down in the dirt. 2-1. Line drive. Actually, is more of a one hop, but either way, it's out of Kester's range. Joe Mauer moves to third base, puts runners on the corners for Ty Wigginton. There are 2 outs, though. Palm ball gets a swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Oh, we got a wild pitch, and that's going to lead to a run. Oh, boy. That is not what you want to do in a World Series game. Start giving away runs without a hit or contact at all. Now we've got a full count with 2 outs. Runner on second. Palm ball gets a swing and a miss, but the Astros score in the first inning thanks to, a wild pitch. So Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels. Looks like we've got John Lester on the mound. Didn't know he was an Astro now. Unless it's a different Lester, but I doubt it. First pitch in there for a strike. Little hop back to Lester, and he will throw to first for the first out. 1 down. Here's Marvin. He will bat right-handed. He has been hot as of late, though. Looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Hits this one just over third base. Wigginton with a long throw, and he is not going to get it there in time. That will be an infield hit. So here's Chief, 1 on with 1 out. The Chief, I don't think was great yesterday. He did have 1 hit. He might have had 2. Hold on, I do still have the scorecards over here. The Chief got a hit in his first at-bat, and that was it. He's got a 1-2 count in this at-bat. He hits this one down the third base line, and that will roll all the way down into the corner, but Marvin just stays at second for some reason. He definitely could have taken third, but chose not to. Still just the one out. Terry at the plate with 2 runners on. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one foul down the left field. Well, not really down the line. It was into the seats, but that side of the field. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here is Frank, who, say, Marvin and Terry have looked better as of late, but Frank is really not. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. And he again will strike out, comes up small in the moment. He has had just a miserable October. So the Astros will carry their 1-0 lead into the second inning, and they will start off with Lance Berkman at the plate. Berkman was good yesterday. Let's see, I feel like he went 3 for 4 as well. Well, 2 for 4. Still, he got base hits in his first 2 at-bats. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He will go down swinging. 1 away. Here is Miguel Tejada. First pitch just inside. Palm ball gets a swing and a miss. That has been effective early. Little fly ball, what I was trying to say, into very shallow left. Joey makes the catch. Here's Kaz Matsui. I think he reached actually on a fielder's choice. It was a near double play ball before he advanced to second, like I said, on the, I guess you'd call it wild pitch, and then ended up scoring the winning run. He strikes out in this at-bat, and that will end the top of the second. Still 1-0 Houston. Tom is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch to Tom is a fastball that's too far inside. Down and away, makes it 0-2. And there's a called strike. A bit of a change-up there, I think. Makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away, here is Zach. He has been very good in the playoffs. Looks at strike 1 to open this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Hits this one, a little pop fly to first. Berkman catches it right on the outfield grass. So Joey at the plate with the bases empty and 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That pitch up and out. Still 1-2. This is pulled foul. Lester winds and puts in a curveball that gets hit right back up the middle for a base hit. 1 on, 2 outs. Here's Jonathan at the plate. He does not have a hit in the playoffs. Pops this one foul, and Maurer will end the inning. Still 1-0 Astros as we go into the third, where Lester will lead things off.
Number 31, John Lester, pitcher.
First pitch, a slider in there for a strike, and that is now confirmed to be John Lester. I was pretty confident in that. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat, and he will go down swinging. 1 away, here's Hunter Pence. Struck out in his first at-bat. 1 of 6 strikeouts for Jonathan the first time through the Astros order. Unfortunately, the other 3 combined for a run on a wild pitch. It's a very frustrating way to give up a lead. It's a 3-0 count on Pence in this at-bat, and he hits this one right to Kester, and that will be the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Gomez. Guess I'll just note the people that didn't strike out. fact, I hadn't realized. I guess that was the first out that wasn't a strikeout? Or no, there would have been one more. Well, Gomez with the base hit down into the left field corner, and he's going to settle on a 2-out double. Here is Joe Mauer, who has, like I said, been very good through a game and change. I mean, hitting .316, not a bad average either. So he must have been doing okay against the Red Sox, and I think they had the Tigers. He strikes out in this at-bat, though, so the Astros stay at that 1-0 lead. Kester is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom of the third. Kester put the ball on the ground in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. This one down by his feet. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. This will hook foul down the right field line. Still 1-2. Hit foul straight back. It will make the screen. It is making Lester work. This is a ground ball to Wigington, who gets it to third, no problem this time. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He got an infield hit right over third base in his first at-bat. He also don't know that it would have ended up mattering because there was 2 strikeouts after that, but he did refuse to try to get to third after Chief had a pretty well-hit ball. Might have put some more pressure on Lester. He's got an 0-2 count in this at-bat. He will go down swinging. 2 down, and again, Chief had a single. Might have been a double with this more adventurous base running from Marvin, but a hit all the same. Can only control yourself, right? Chief has a 2-1 count in this at-bat. Another called strike will make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the 4th inning. It's still 1-0 Houston, which is not great in what already feels like a must-win game. Carlos Lee is going to lead things off for Houston. He did get a base hit in his last at-bat. First slider's too far inside, right under his hands. Swing and a miss on a slider. Swing and a miss on the palm ball. Hits this one, but it's going to hook foul. Still a 1-2 count. Goes with the slider and gets a called strike 3. 1 away. Here's Ty Wigington. Struck out in his first at-bat. I guess I said I was going to not mention the strikeouts, but I just did anyway. So, my apologies. It's got a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Here's Lance Berkman. Do you think he had the... Let's see. He had 4 at-bats. The first 2 were definitely left-handed. See if I can figure out by what inning he was in there. His last at-bat would have been left-handed too, so only had 1 right-handed at-bat yesterday, and that was a strikeout. He's got a strikeout already in this game, and he's got a 2-2 count at the moment, and he will strike out again. So Berkman may be struggling from the right-hand side. But we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still a 1-0 Houston lead. Terry's going to lead it off for the Squirrels. Both teams with 3 hits, and I would say it's about when you get the hits, but Houston didn't even score on a hit in this game so far. Terry struck out in his first at-bat, takes ball 1, hits this one hard. It's going to one-hop the wall, and he will cruise in there for a leadoff double. Wasn't hit quite as hard as I thought it was off the bat, but definitely down in the right field corner. So here's Frank, runner in scoring position and nobody out. This would be a real good time for him to come through. Instead, he pops out to second. Runner still in scoring position for Tom, though, who has been good. He's behind on that fastball, though. Called strike on an elevated fastball. Ground ball to third. Wigginton to first. Terry is not able to advance, so Zach is going to need to get a hit if he wants to tie this game. First pitch is out of the zone. This one is a slider, called a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. That one up and out, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Squirrels come up empty. Left a lot of runners on base in the first game, and that trend seems to be continuing. Still 1-0 Astros as we go into the fifth, where Miguel Tejada will lead it off.
Number 10, Miguel Tejada.
Tejada popped out to first. I think he was the only non-strikeout out. Non-strikeout out. That's the way I'm trying to say it. After the during the first go-through of the Astros order. He's got a 1-2 count in this at-bat. He will swing and miss for strike 3. One away. Here's Matsui. First pitch is called a strike. Pops this one up. Terry will wait on this one. 2 away, and here is John Lester. Struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike 1. And that pitch is too low. The curveball bounces in. This is hit into left field, and that's a base hit for John Lester. Brings Hunter Pence back to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Jonathan up to 11 strikeouts after 2 trips through the order, though he's losing the game 1-0. Gets Pence to strike out. That will end the top of the fifth. 12 on the day now for Jonathan, but it's still a 1-0 Astros lead. Joey's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Joey had a base hit in his first at-bat, but it came with 2 outs, and obviously Jonathan up behind him. You can't expect your pitcher to come up with many hits. That's any offense out of that spot is just a bonus. Joey with a 1-2 count. That fastball sails on Lester. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here is Jonathan, who fouled out in his first at-bat. That pitch is too low. Ground ball. Matsui will take care of that. Back to the top of the order. Kester 0 for 2. 2 ground balls. Swings and misses at a curveball. Swings and misses at a changeup. Watches that one, and it is a ball. This one is outside, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss. He was behind on that fastball. We'll go to the 6th inning. Houston still up 1-0, and they will start off with Carlos Gomez at the plate. Gomez got a double in his last at-bat. This one is outside. There's a called strike. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. And that's going to be another base hit out into right field. Takes a little bit of a weird hop, but Zach gets it back in quickly. Keeps things at a single. Joe Mauer, 1 for 2 so far on the day. Swings and misses at a slider. Hits this one right to Kester, who's able to grab it on the fly. So here is Carlos Lee. He is also 1 for 2. Swings and misses at a slider. Hits this one foul down the first base side. 0-2. Runner takes off, and we got a hit and run, though Joey makes a good jumping play. And, oh, he doesn't quite have the arm to get Gomez going back into first, so it looks like he hurt himself sliding back into first. And he is going to come out of the ball game. Astros will replace him with Akari. I guess we'll find out, hopefully momentarily, if that's just a pinch runner or if he's going to stay in and play. He came in as a pinch runner and stayed in to play left field yesterday, though he didn't get an at-bat. Ty Wigginton at the plate has a 2-1 count. Make it 2-2 after another swing and miss at a palm ball. Check over on first. This time to the plate, curveball out of the zone. We got a full count, runner will be off. Fastball right down the middle. Don't know what more he could have wanted, but that is strike 3. So Houston still up 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, where Marvin is going to lead things off. And Akari is going to stay into the game and play left. They're actually going to take out Carlos Lee, put 0 in to play center. It's a bold choice for somebody that had all of your RBIs yesterday. This early in the game, but I guess they do have a lead. Marvin pops out to third. That will bring Chief to the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far. This will get through for a base hit up the middle. Here comes Terry. Got a double in his last at-bat. Runner on first with 1 out. First pitch catches the outside corner. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Popped foul. Mauer chasing it, and he will get there. 2 away. Here is Frank. He is 0 for 2. He did at least put some bat on the ball in his last at-bat. Looks at a fastball pretty much right down the middle. Slider, backdoor slider, makes it 0-2. And he hits this one hard, but foul. Let's see if he can straighten that out. Oh, boy. Yeah, didn't like that at all. Chief gets caught stealing. Terrible decision. So that brings us to the 7th. We will get Gonzalez into the game. I guess into Terry's spot since Frank was at the plate. Tempted to take Frank out just because he has been a disaster at the plate all playoffs, but we'll give him a chance. He does have power in there somewhere. Just be nice if he could unleash it. So that'll bring Sweeney into the game to play first. Here is Lance Berkman. He struck out both times today, but now he is flipped back around left-handed. Swings and misses at a changeup. Looks at strike 2 on a fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Berkman not having a great day. Miguel Tejada 0 for 2 today. Looks at a ball. This one down and away. Makes it 2-0. There's a strike on a changeup. Throws another one, gets another called strike. 2-2. Fires in a fastball, and Tejada with a base hit into center field. Kaz Matsui also 0 for 2. So they check over on first. There's a called strike. This one's inside. Splitter is fouled away. It's a 1-2 count. Gonzalez throws another splitter, gets a well-placed pop-up, and that's going to land in for another base hit. The Astros with 2 on and 1 out, and they will pinch hit for John Lester. Oh no, they're going to pinch run for Tejada, put in Church. Thought this is a chance to really bust the game open. Instead, they have Lester bunt. First one goes foul. Puts the bat back out there. And this one is also foul. Doesn't look like he'll bunt this time. He will strike out swinging. 2 away. Here's Hunter Pence. 2 on still, and Gonzalez 1 out away from getting out of this inning, and that will do it. A ground ball to second. That brings us to the 7th inning stretch. Houston still leads 1-0. Frank will get back to the plate on the other side. Church comes out of the game now. Traber's going to come in to play short. Frank with the fresh count. And that first slider is too far inside. Lester predictably still out there on the mound after they let him bat last inning. Frank swings and misses at a curveball. That fastball too high, makes it 2-1. Called strike. And it's inside. We've got a full count to lead off the 7th, bottom half anyway. And we get a base hit through the right side of the infield. We'll see if that can prompt anything. Here's Tom at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Lester finally starting to wipe his brow. That is on the fly to third. I was hoping that was a hop, but no such luck. So here's Zach. He's 0-for-2 on the day. Runner still on first with an out. First pitch is called a strike. This is not going to do it either. A little bloop to short, and it was caught again on the fly. Joey's 1-for-2. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Another called strike. Check over on first, so Frank had better not be going. Called strike 3 on the outside corner, and that will end the 7th inning. Things are getting late here. The Astros still up 1-0 in the 8th, and Akari is going to get his first at-bat of this World Series. First pitch is called a strike. That splitter a bit outside. Hits this one fairly hard, but foul. It's a 1-2 count. Splitter will draw swing and a miss. 1 away. Here's Joe Mauer. He's 1-for-3 on the day. Looks at a changeup for a strike. Fastball for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Here's Zero. Also, this was his first action at all. He didn't get into the game yesterday. He's got a 1-1 count to start this at bat. This is outside. Swing and a miss will make it 2-2. Bounces in a fastball. Full count, 2 outs, nobody on base. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and that will end the top of the 8th inning. Astros still ahead 1-0. And the Squirrels will start off with Sweeney at the plate in the bottom half of the inning. Lester still in there for now, though he's got to be getting close to the end of his rope here. Changeup is called a strike. That fastball is not. Swing and a miss on a slider makes it 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Ground ball to short. Traber on to first. 1 away. Here comes Kester. He is 0-for-3. Struck out in his last at-bat. That curveball's outside. There's a called strike. Kester with the base hit. Oh, that's actually going to get over Pence's head. Kester very fast. This will probably be a triple. And there he goes on his way to third. And he is in there safely. And that's going to be it for Lester. Here comes DeRosa. We saw him yesterday. He allowed the bases to get loaded before he got out of there without a run. But now he's inherited a runner on third. So we'll see how that might change things for him. Marvin at the plate is 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike one. Hits this one foul. This is his first right-handed at-bat today as he fouls off another pitch. Still 0-2. Swings at a high slider, strike three. Probably didn't need to swing at that at all. 2 away, here's Chief, and they are going to intentionally walk him. We've already used Sweeney, so that only leaves us one real choice in a clutch situation like this. Got a pretty good defensive bench, but only 2 real good hitters. The Miyake has actually come a long way. All right, Quinton swings and misses at a curveball. And that pitch is up and out. Oh, don't like that call at all. Kind of feels like he got the bat taken out of his hands a bit. That was a pretty terrible strike 2 call. We go into the 9th. It's 1-0. Astros, there we go. And I guess we will go with Zap again. But just make Quinton a pure pinch hitter. No, let's... Not sure if... Yeah, I think we're going to. Don't know if I like that call, but that's what we're going to do. All right, Wigginton has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. He will look at strike 1 here. And he gets a base hit out into center field. That was probably due for that. Takes a big turn at first, though he does go back. Here's Lance Berkman. He is also struck out in all 3 at-bats. That pitch is out of the zone. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Breaking ball gets put into right field. Zach should have that. And he does. So here's Traber, his first at-bat of this World Series. They will check over on first. Zap to the plate this time. Throws in a strike. Hits one back to him. Zap will go to second with it. Joey holds on to the ball. 2 away. Oh, we'll get an instant replay. That one apparently. All right, here's Kaz Matsui. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch is outside. Swing and a miss will make it 1-1. Breaking ball didn't break much. 2-1. Too low on the fastball. 3-1. There's a strike. Full count with 2 outs. Runner will be off. And we get a fly ball into right. Zach waiting for it. And that will end the 9th. Squirrels need a run to stay alive. They're going to start off with Frank at the plate, who did get a hit in his last at-bat. I imagine we will see Jinx again. And there he is. All right, Frank, like I said, 1 for 3. Looks at a strike. And that curveball misses inside. And that fastball down in the dirt. 2-1. Misses again. It's 3-1. And Frank is going to draw a walk. Look at that. Here's Tom. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but Frank again on first with nobody out. That pitch caught the inside corner. Oh, this one a high hop. I think it's going to actually work out like a bunt. Not the end of the world. It is an out, but the tying run in scoring position for Zach. Fastball inside. Another high hop. This one will be foul. Will this get down? It will not. All right, Joey. Last hope. Looks at a curveball for a strike. He will not get it done, and the Astros come in here and win the first 2 games on the road. Oh boy. That is not how we want to start a World Series. And that, like I said, one run was not even on a hit. It was on a wild pitch. Ooh, this is bad. This is real bad. Oh boy. Bobby Jenks going to be your player of the game. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Tomorrow is a travel day to get down to Houston, so we will see you guys again on Sunday for Game 3.